So the front of the C8 looks pretty darn good, especially with all the different mods that we've done, but the sides could use a little bit of help. So that's why we have this giant box from ACS Composites. So we're gonna be taking a look at what's in this box and checking it out. Well, okay guys, I checked everything, it's all fine, nothing's broke, everything's fine. Actually, everything was already fine to begin with. Nothing was in that box when I was doing that intro. I thought it would just be fun to kind of play that off. But I did need to take out everything from the box beforehand because, as you can see, this side skirt is massive. So this is my brand new side skirts from acscomposites.com, and it's their 7VM version. It is their most aggressive side skirts that you can get. And frankly, I mean, it looks absolutely gorgeous, even though it's in like a part right now, it's not on the C8 yet. It is a 3-piece side skirt that has your main side skirt piece, and then it has a top winglet and bottom winglet to make a very aggressive look when you put it all together. Now it comes disassembled in the box, and they do that on purpose because of this beautiful finish that you see on the actual side skirts itself. This is done in a carbon flash finish, so it's gonna match exactly with your OEM trim pieces like it would from the factory. And they do it on purpose of having them all separated so they can take the time to do the painting and finish on all of these separately, so you get a very even great finish on these. So I like that attention to detail that ACS does with these pieces. It really makes the part pop, and it makes them stand out from other companies out there. And on top of that, their fitments are always on par. Every single time I've ever gone to a service dealer or an aftermarket body shop or whatnot, and I asked them about C8 aftermarket parts and what they prefer to actually install on C8s, it is always from this company. They do a great job with their fitment. That it is very straightforward. There is no extra work that you have to do. You just do exactly what needs to get done to get this installed, and you're done. So this is going to match really, really well with the front of my C8 in regards to how aggressive I have that look. And it's one of those things you don't really see as many of these 7VMs out there. So it's definitely an opportunity that you can have to really stand out from other C8s, especially at like car shows and all that kind of stuff. And obviously you only see one main side skirt piece here because I can't fit both of them on this table because they're so large. The other one's off to the side, but I promise you it's there and it's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just trying to show you what this looks like, and then we'll get this on the car so I can just show you what it's really supposed to look like, kind of deal. So again, you have your main side skirt side piece, and then you have these top and bottom winglet parts, and then you have these a couple of structural pieces right here that are going to get attached, and then you have your main hardware here that contains things like your rivets, your nuts and bolts and such to assemble all this together, along with the instruction manual and everything like that. So the install for this is not too long. It's definitely a doable project from home, and we're going to show you exactly how that looks in a future how-to video, outlining everything you need to know so that you can go straight into doing this with no worries whatsoever. So these retail for $18.50, which is on the higher end of pricing, but you are getting always quality from this company, and this is no different. And especially the fact that because it comes in 3 different pieces that you assemble onto the C8, it's got dimension to it. It's not just a plain flat piece that you see every other C8 have. This is going to be one of those things that's going to make your C8 stand out for sure. And I have the 5VM front splitter from ACS Composites along with their canard that they have. So I'm curious, I haven't seen anyone have the 7VM side skirts with a 5VM front splitter. So I'm kind of curious how that's going to look. So this is going to be a little bit of journey between not only myself to see how this looks in the end, but also I'm excited to just share this with you guys as well. So yeah, that's everything in the box. And so I'm going to stop talking now and get this on the C8 so I can show you guys how it looks on the car. So alrighty guys, so we have finished installing the 7VM side skirts and they look pretty freaking good. They really help with giving such an aggressive look to the C8 that definitely complements the front now. So even though I have the 5VM front splitter, it definitely still does work having the 7VM side skirts. So it's something to even consider if you have a little bit of a different setup. You don't have to go 7VM, 7VM. You can mix it in a bit. I think personally it looks great. But what do you think? I'd love to know in the comments. So the install was not too bad. It has a very perfect fit. I will say it was a little bit tricky to install this, mostly because of just the double-sided tape, and you only really get essentially one shot to place it on there because it's such a good fit. So there's generally two ways that you can install it with the double-sided tape. You can have all of the double-sided tape off already and then install it, or you can just open up a little bit of the sliver of the double-sided tape, place it on there and start peeling off. I found that second way to work much better in regards to placing these. So I definitely would recommend that when you're doing this kind of install, unless you've done these kind of installs a lot. And like I said, we're gonna have a very thorough how-to that's gonna show the difference between the two, as well as just show you how to install it so you won't have any kind of issues with like gaps or anything like that. But overall, very easy install, pretty straightforward, definitely something that you can do from home if you decide to. And it's something I honestly would recommend. If you're really going for an aggressive look, this is the kind of part that's gonna make your C8 stand out. So, and I'll have links in the description below on where you can find this for your C8. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please check out any of my other videos like this one here for your C8 or car needs.